Imagine watching a TV show and not realizing you're watching a TV show. It's a TV show, people. Response. Imagine being on a reality TV show and not knowing that your storyline is going to be used against you. Imagine. What is up, everyone? What we thought would never happen finally did, and that's that the divorce is finally filed with Gino and Jasmine. It was coming a long time, but literally a long time, like years and years and years of playing this out as they could, but it didn't exactly happen how we thought it would happen. But first, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. I appreciate all the support. We will get back to the following the episodes next week. I am not able to watch them this week, so we are going to check into some news stories and see what's going on with Gino and Jasmine, like the divorce filing, which, hey, it's almost like a time traveler because this is actually more new than the episodes that are playing today or played last night. So this should be interesting. Jasmine files for divorce from Gino and serves him via newspaper. What on earth, you might be saying at this point? In reality, this is a common practice when they can't serve people. One option is to publicly post it to be able to let people know that you are filing, so to say, to give all the options to this person to respond if they want to. If you can't get them served, if you don't know where they are, this is something that could happen. Does it seem like something that should have been done in this case? Well, it's a little odd considering they're both on TV. I'd find it hard to believe she wouldn't know where he is. He could be ducking service, but it could be a little more than that. Of course, she wants you to think she's ducking or he's ducking service. It's officially happily never after for 90 Day Fiancé. Clever, TMZ. Clever. Because Jasmine has filed for divorce. Now, Jasmine filed to intermarriage in Gino in August. Okay, you might be saying, August? Hold on a second, that's only a few months ago. They shot the most recent season of Happily Ever After like a year ago. What the hell took her so long when she complains about it constantly, even going so far as to being told several times that she needs to file, Matt telling her she needs to file so they can move on, all these things? It took her until August because Jasmine's a horrible person. But I digress. The reality is she finally filed, and of course she's making it about her. Now Gino, he's no better. Gino's pretty awful himself, but right now we have Jasmine's side of the story. So she published it in a local newspaper. They've seen the article informing Gino that Jasmine is donezo, as they say. Sounds silly, but our sources say Jasmine made the move after she was unable to serve her former lover. Her former lover paper. How about her former sugar daddy, because that's all he was, really. At his home in Michigan, despite multiple attempts. By the way, we hear she's extra PO'd because Gino wants to keep all the money she made from the hit TLC series. Well, of course he wants to keep all the money. You're going through a bitter divorce. He brought you over here, so he might be a piece of garbage, but of course he's going to say, I want to keep all the money. I mean, are you really shocked about that? But one interesting thing here is you can see right here how different she has become with all the surgeries. This is an earlier picture of her, and when she didn't have as many, of course, she already was on her plastic surgery journey, like she's going for a hike in the woods. But clearly she looks even a little bit more natural here. I don't know why she felt the need to continue to destroy herself, going so far as to get messed up butt implants because she's not an intelligent person. But, she decided to spend her wedding dress money on that. So that's Jasmine for you in a nutshell. They reached out to Gino's lawyer, Tom Quartz, for comment. He says Gino actually filed for divorce first in Michigan. He claims that Jasmine's refusing to accept service and trying to get alternative service for her own case. Thomas says he's advised his client that she owes him money and he wants Gino to get for every cent. I mean, yeah, you can't really say they blame him for saying that because of course you're going to do that. And then from Gino's perspective, to go a little bit further, he responded because the allegation was that he was ducking the service, of course, because she posted in the newspaper. People are alleging this, and that's the natural assumption, is that he was dodging the service. But he responds to that. And of course, as per the lawyer, he filed first in Michigan. And of course, the lawyer alleges that Gino filed first in Michigan, and it is Jasmine that's actually refusing the service. He alleged that Jasmine had refused service of Gino's divorce papers and was now trying to get alternative service for her own case, basically saying, I'm not going to take your service, and then running to file herself. And then, of course, it goes to basically update everything onto what had happened with the relationship, all the ups and downs, all the awful things, and now she's having a baby, with Matt, of course, all that good stuff. But the reality of this situation is that they are in a bitter divorce. Who saw this coming? None of us knew this was going to happen. I think it's interesting. I mean, Gino said he was going to wait because he was trying to basically wait till the market to tank to not give her much money, which, of course, it's just pettiness upon pettiness upon pettiness. If you're done with the relationship, you're done with the relationship, get out of it. But where we're at now is that she ultimately filed, allegedly he ultimately filed. Here we are years later when then it should have been filed, and they're still going to go, it's going to be another, however many years or months or whatever before it actually is done. Their child, Matt and Jasmine's child's probably going to be 1 or 2 years old before it's ultimately resolved, and it's just all for what? Y'all had a miserable relationship. Gino was stupid because he thought, oh, let me go on a sugar daddy website and bring someone over here, and then didn't bother to or didn't even try to be intimate and claimed all these BS things when in reality he probably just has ED. And then Jasmine was nothing but a gold digger, shocker, and then wants to play the victim with everything and try to make it look like everyone is out to get her, and she's the innocent one, when in reality, she is at the core of everything that is wrong in that show. She is most likely starting drama if drama is being started. I don't care if it's drama over here with Libby and Lauren, it's probably started by Jasmine. That's how bad she is. Not really, but it would be funny if it was like, well, this started because Jasmine sent a DM to somebody. That wouldn't shock me at all because that's what kind of bad person she is. And yet you will hear all that, oh, it's a show, it's a show. You know what you got into. You know. But of course, that brings me to Libby herself because she had some thoughts about, oh, it's a show. Why are you complaining to me about this? So we have this article that 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After's Libby Castrovet responds to fans after dramatic showdown with Yara and Lauren. After all that drama that happened with Yara and Lauren and Libby telling Yara certain things, Libby was active on her Instagram saying apparently she was apparently fed up with comments being made about her online after the episode made her appear two-faced by spreading gossip and intentionally pitting Yara against Lauren. She had this to say: imagine watching a TV show and not realizing you're watching a TV show. It's a TV show, people. Okay. Response: imagine being on a reality TV show and not knowing that your storyline is going to be used against you. Imagine. How stupid can she possibly be? And this is where I don't have sympathy for her because she's trying to make the claim of, y'all don't think it's, y'all think all the storylines are real. No, I know that they make up a lot of these storylines. I just don't feel bad for you because if you do a certain thing on a reality show, whether the producers manipulate it or not, you're going to look a certain way, and that's your fault. You know that even if something is done in a certain way and it doesn't appear some way, if you say something and it's in any kind of context, they can rip it out, put it in a different context, and make you sound a certain way. You've been on this show for years at this point. You know this. But instead, you're going to complain about the audience who's criticizing you. It's you. You're the problem. You're the problem. Your husband's the problem. Yes, Lauren's the problem, and her husband's the problem. Yara's the problem. Jovi's the problem. They're all the problem the second you start complaining about what's happening when you know you're a part of it. You know you're a part of it. It doesn't matter if you're saying it's not real. Okay, then tell them not to, then stop going on the show if you know it's not real, but they're marketing it as real and creating a certain image of you. But you won't do that, will you? You won't, because the money. So, spare me your BS, spare me your woe is me stuff about just imagine being able to pretend this is a real reality show and not for entertainment. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's because I'm not a dumb person. Now, for you to say something like that, you are a dumb person because you continue to be a part of the show after saying it's fake. You gotta love the irony here. Congratulations, Libby, you're a genius. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends. I will see y'all next time.